But we're going to send this young man to Ottawa because I feel deep within that he can do it. Don't you think, Shirley? Mm-hmm. I mean, a man that has cared for his mother, he's cared for his father, he's raised 2 children. He can represent me in Ottawa. Mm-hmm. Yes. Don't you think, Celia?
You have to get your votes. You make sure you get your votes for him.
Yes, but we all have to do it collectively. Like, okay, by saying that, I mean that whatever Green Party is running in your area, we have to give them the vote.
Yeah, you support them.
You have to support them.
Yeah.
That also sends a message to the Tories and the Liberals that, as far as I'm concerned, a Tory is a Liberal and a Liberal is a Tory. There is no difference.
Well, there's a difference. I'll tell you what the difference. A Liberal is a small C Tory. And a Tory is a capital C Tory. That's the major difference.
And Leighton is too wishy-washy. He's too wishy-washy, I'm sorry. Like he cannot really stand by his word. He changes too rapidly, as far as I'm concerned. And when it gets hot, he will get out to the kitchen. I've been watching him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like I say to this young man that we're going to send to Ottawa, anytime a leader of a party says he needs the power, that's a powerful word. Okay?
Yeah.
He should be saying, give him the authority to go to Ottawa to represent the people. But he has a bully.
More so than demanding the power.
Exactly. He's actually demanding power. And you don't go around frightening people, scaring them off.
Well, this thing about power people don't understand, because you see, when you ask for power, if you get it, then everything is in your hand. Because you don't have to ask for anything more, because you've asked for power. Mm-hmm. And power being well, it's a kind of, I don't know, it's a word, you don't give up power. When you get power, you do not give it up.
Exactly.
You don't even like to share it.
Right.
It's a plural word, a serious word.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody gives up power.
Nobody.
No. You know.
Rather die for it.
Of course.
Give it up.
Of course.
That's what happening all over the world now. Because when they got your power, you don't want to give it up.
When you got power, especially if you think the people gave you power, then you will say, well, they put everything in my hands. Therefore, you can be a Machiavellian person anytime you feel like.
Exactly.
Play one against the other. And all you have to do is set it up. Well, I asked you for power and you gave it to me. Which means you didn't want it for yourself. So now I've got it. Here is what I think you have to do.
I think we should actually learn from what we have done right in the city of Toronto with Rob Ford. Because we have actually given him authority to run this city. But all of a sudden, he thinks he's got the power. He doesn't have to listen to anybody anymore.
No. Imagine.
Can you believe it? Yeah, he doesn't have to listen anymore.
He just...
You've given me power. Not a mandate. Power.
And he come in and he is like a tiger, eh?
But he does not realize the same people that put you there can remove you.
Anytime you feel like.
But the electorate are not educated enough to understand what's going on.
Well, first to begin with, most of the electorate has a struggle. And the struggle is food, clothing and shelter. They want to keep that going.
Man's basic needs.
Yeah. And having that, all the other things are considered secondary.
Yeah.
But this society does not allow us to do those 3 things. You always have to be on the fringe. You always have to be looking after you. If you got a house, you may be house rich, but you know for sure you're pocket poor. Yeah, if you got children, you want to see your children be happy, you want to put them to school, that costs. And the market of value, meaning clothing, I mean, before you get into one style, especially in this country where there are 4 seasons, before you get into one style, you're into another.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you constantly have to be buying clothes.
Yeah, going back to back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have to focus. We have to set our priorities, and not our needs and not our wants.
That's right. People,
You see?
people don't understand the difference.
There's a difference, and I'm saying to people, let us take the children from all this the dunking and get them into academics, because that's the only way we are going to take back some control of ourselves, really. Before I can share with you, I have to be knowledgeable about what's going on around
you
me.
have to be.
But if I'm not knowledgeable, I cannot share, I cannot educate my people. And the way to keep generations down is to have a few illiterate generations. That's the way to do it.
And we lost the last 2 generations, really.
Yeah. You know, and that is why the welfare system, they want to keep the welfare
Oh,
system
yeah.
going in this country.
Yeah.
You see?
It's a plus for the government.
You're trying to educate young people to this, that the welfare system is not good.